What is going on? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. Hey, today we're going down to Lake Palestine. We're going to go give you guys a preview of the Major League Fishing Bass Pro Tour Redcrest Championship coming up later this month.
No way, bro. You got confused. Yeah. Poisonous ones that get the whole thing on top of the water. There we go. Yeah, there's one. There's the first Lake Palestine bass right there, Maxfield. Let me hit the power poles down. We'll stop right here and fish this point. That's a decent looking little point right here in front of us. Just caught this fish off the side of it. Hey, that'd be a keeper in that MLF tournament that they're about to have. Nothing to write home about. And on this lake, you're going to have to catch them bigger than that at the end of February, that's for sure. There you go, folks. There's our first Lake Palestine bass in the morning right there. Not a bad little chunk. Like I say, that'd be a 2-pounder. That'd be a keeper. That'd count in the Redcrest for them boys. And like we told y'all, we're out here on Lake Palestine, and I brought my buddy John Maxfield out here with me. He lives over there in the same town I do, and he fishes quite a bit, and he fishes Palestine quite a bit. In fact, he knows how to run Lake Palestine, and that's going to help me, because if you guys watch the channel, I don't really fish here, and I don't have a lot of knowledge here. I was here back in the fall. We came out here and fished a swim jig and caught a few fish. But other than that, literally in the last 4 years, I think I've been on this lake a total of 3 times in 4 years. So. And it's never at the same time of year, so I really lack knowledge on this lake. So I did a little bit of map study last night, and this is one of the areas that I looked at on the map. It just looks really isolated. It looks like a pretty good amount of really shallow water that's really kind of isolated from the main lake a little bit, kind of off the side of it, and it's got a real narrow pinch point coming in. So a lot of that colder main lake water can't get back in here. So that's why we're back in here this morning starting out. And I just feel like maybe that shallower water that's kind of closed off from the main lake will have a chance to be a little bit warmer this time of year. Finding water that's just a little bit warmer this time of year can be a really key deal. So that's where we're starting. We're probably going to be fishing shallow a lot. You know, what's been going on is today is a very tough day conditions-wise. We've got freezing temperatures this morning. It's actually 30 degrees this morning. The high's only around 50 today. And have a little bit of that eastern wind, just east-northeast wind. Not going to blow too hard, but those are bad conditions, and they're made worse because what happened earlier in this week was we had a pretty good warming trend. You guys saw some of the Lake Fork videos last week. Hey, we were kind of on a warming trend, and those fish were grouped up in bunches and kind of biting in numbers in some of those. And you guys saw that. Well, we're on the backside of that. So these fish have experienced a warming trend. They've gotten active. They've pulled in, and then they've been shocked with some cold weather and some water temperature drops. So these fish are probably going to be pretty lethargic, pretty hard to catch today. We're going to have to really stay in the right areas and kind of beat them over the head over and over again to get them to bite. Caught the first one, of course, you guys know me, caught the first one on chatterbait. Might throw a lipless crankbait a little bit today. Who knows where this will end up on bait-wise. But, yeah, tough conditions, but the fish should be really shallow because once they commit on those warming trends, from my experience, they don't really back out. So I'm expecting to find these fish very, very shallow. Palestine kind of has a reputation for being an early in the year shallow water lake. So that's what we're going to target today. And we got one on the boards, one in the books, good to go. So we're going to keep trucking and see if we can put something together for y'all. That's pretty much all morning. It was insane. There we go. That's where you want that chatterbait to be, up in that limb. That's pretty good cash right there, Maxwell. Look at here. Squirrels got to eat too. Squirrels got to get caught. They get up there in my branch. I'll hook them. Help me out, John boy. Well, I'm trying to control the boat. And I got a bit of a mess going on here.
That ain't going on the video.
It's a little bit touch and go right now. Things are a little bit touch and go. Not real sure how this is going to end up, but we're here, by golly. Oh hell! Now I got my rod in the other limb. Ow! Oh yeah, we'll put that in the video. No problem. John said, I bet that ain't gonna go to video. All right, so just the one fish down there. We kind of started on the south end of that deal I found on the Google Maps, but now we've made our way up to one of the staple areas, man. This is Flat Creek. We're probably going, it's such a long ways back in here, man. You have to idle so far to get back here. It's a really committed deal, so we're probably going to spend a big portion of our day. And Flat Creek's a big area. There's plenty to fish for an entire day and then some if you wanted to. But one good thing is we noticed the water is already about 4 degrees warmer than the water we were finding down there. So we're between 54 and 55 degree water right here. Hey, that's pretty good for this time of year, considering this is a cooling trend post-funnel day. And as we get into some of these smaller corners and smaller isolated areas around this, really, it's called Flat Creek, which is a good name for it because a lot of really flat ground, a lot of little islands, backwater areas, and some of these areas the water's going to be a little bit cleaner and maybe a little bit warmer, and that may be kind of what we need to key in on. That may be where it goes down. So that's what we're looking for, and we're going to see if we can kick around Flat Creek. Pay attention to Flat Creek when the Redcrest for the MLF gets here. I promise you, one of the leaders is going to get on some really good fish and a really good group of fish in Flat Creek. This will be a factor in that tournament. There we go. Bounced it off a stump and got a bite. Right after that moving ADX bounced off a stump. Little guy. But it's a guy. It's a guy. Keeper number 2 right there on the old Movement ADX. It's a bait y'all haven't seen on the channel in a while, but it's a great cold water bait. We've been fishing around here for a while, but that's what you got to do, man. It's such an expansive, shallow area. You know, you just got to keep going until you can find a bite or two, and hopefully you can locate a group of them. So I'm betting as we go back into this corner we're headed into, it's probably going to be the cleanest water we can find in all of Flat Creek. And so we're going to head back there so we can get a couple more bites. This little bait right here, though, it's a really shallow diving crankbait. But one thing about it is it's got a really wide wobble, which is counterintuitive for winter fishing. But if you look at that bill is wider than the body, which is what makes it wobble so wide. But it also makes it deflect off wood really good. And like that bait just wobbled up, hit that stump, bounced off it, and that's right when the fish bit it. And that's where most of my bites come from in the wintertime. Even though it has a wide wobble, which is counterintuitive for winter fishing, the deflections that it gets cause reaction out of these cold fish that are a little more reluctant to bite, and it just works really well when fish start getting shallow with this pre-spawn time. Fish. Oh, he came off. That was a better fish too, for sure, better fish. And he hit it. Yeah, you want one of these crankbaits? You bite? Go ahead, Heather. It's your flipping bite right there, my man. That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one, Maxfield. By God, it's about time. Don't ever question that bait. Don't ever question the bait. Yeah. That's for Tim Rhodes right there. This is my channel. I'll question what I want to. Stick him down there in the camera where he looks bigger than what he really is. There you go. Hang him out there a little bit. Yeah, we didn't catch very big ones today, so you got to make them look good. That one's built right anyway. Yeah. Thick fish. Cool. It'd be a keeper anyway. Yeah. We got 5 pounds now. Yeah, well, moving on up. Throw it. All right. Little flipping bite. That one might not be a keeper there. That might not be 2 pounds there. It's got to be 2 pounds to be a keeper in this tournament, Maxfield. It's not about the length, it's about the weight in their deal. Deal is I keep having to get back on this side of it. Oh. Dude, I could have got that on the drone. What are you doing, man? What's that one on the drone, Maxfield? Yeah, and then you... Oh, my God. Bro. There he is. He came back. He came back. He's a giant. He's a giant. Did you show that to the camera? Yeah. Good man. We done got your camera trained now, Maxfield. Yeah, you ready to go?
Have to get on my ass but once.
There he is. There we go. Little one. little bitty scamp. Yeah, that little flat-sided square bill. There you go, little bitty guy, flat-sided crankbait fish. Well, guys, that's going to just about do it for us here on Lake Palestine. And hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Obviously we did not catch them very good today at all. It was tough conditions day, as we talked about in the beginning of the video. Post-frontal, temperatures dropping. Water definitely seems to be cool trending. Even the bites we got, a lot of them were very, very, very lethargic fish. They weren't fighting real hard. They weren't biting really aggressive, or just mushy load up type bites. But we did it, man. We went to Lake Palestine. Gave you guys the preview for the MLF. Maxfield.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you so much, my brother.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you for coming out here. Thank you for showing me how to run this lake. By the way, guys, if you don't know, don't just come to Lake Palestine. It looks wide open down the middle. It's not. You need to buy that Tom Main boat lace chip, or you need to have somebody show you how to run it. It's one of the biggest reasons I wanted Maxfield here with me today, is he knows how to run this lake. He's fished it a whole lot more than I have. So thank you, John. Appreciate that, brother.
No problem, brother.
It would have been nice if you could have landed all your fish today.
Yeah, we struggled a little bit.
It would have been nice if I could have landed all my fish today. Hey, it happens. Not all days are going to be great days. We've had some really good days on camera here lately. Solid days anyway. We've been catching them pretty consistently. And we got one of those cold trending days that you can get in January, and it turned off. Lake Palestine is going to be a great lake. By the time the MLF is here, almost a month from now, right? Just a little under a month from now, February 22nd is when they start, I believe. Man, this lake should be fishing good. It is notorious for fish moving super shallow early. It's kind of notorious for having really shallow fish throughout the year, but especially in the colder months, like there is some really, really big bags of fish that get caught out here. We just kind of caught it on an off day, and we probably didn't execute and do our job to the best of our ability, but maybe we'll get them better next time and show you guys what this lake can do, because I would definitely be tuned into that tournament. There's some really big fish that are going to be caught in that. What do you think, John? You know the lake better than I do. Traditionally, it's a good cold water lake.
I'm going to say 26 pounds a day.
On a best 5 deal.
Best 5.
But these cats count them all.
I know, so is it 4 days? We're talking about 4 days, is that what it is?
It's weird. Just per day total weight of everything over 2 pounds counts. What kind of weight do you think they would catch down there?
They're going to do it like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can count as many fish as they catch over 2 pounds.
Man, that's a game changer, man. I'm thinking.
I mean, it could be anywhere from like 30 or 40 pounds is going to lead it, and it could be an 80 or 100 pound day, depending on the weather trends. We talk about it a lot. They're so important. The trend is so much more important than the raw temperature. And if those guys come in here on a warm trend at the end of February, there's going to be a full moon hit while they're here. Like, it could get stupid.
Yeah, I'm thinking 75 easy.
Yeah.
You know,
in a day.
Yeah.
In a day. It can definitely happen out here. So we'll try and do better next time. Hey, man, thank you guys so much. We did catch some fish on some 6 cents baits today. John was missing fish on the jerk bait this morning. I don't know if y'all actually saw that in the video or not, but we also caught fish right here at the end on the flat-sided crankbait. Been catching them on fork, been catching them here. It's just a great wintertime crankbait. Flat-sided Crush 75X, flat-sided square bill. The Movement 80X got a couple bites for us. Actually, our biggest bite, which I didn't land, came on the Movement 80X today. And of course, we threw a chatterbait because this is your Lake Fork guide, and it's basically your lake chatterbait guide is what the channel probably should be named. But anyways, if you want to check out those 6 cents hard baits, be sure you check out the link in the description. When you go there, if you order anything, be sure you punch in that code, your Lake Fork guide. You'll get a 10% discount on all orders. You got anything you need to plug? You got any sponsors?
I got enough.
He's like the Ricky Bobby race car. It just says M-E, me. I'm my own sponsor, baby. Ain't that right, Maxfield?
Well, nobody likes me enough to sponsor me. That's what it is.
Can't say that I blame him.
No. Okay.
Anyways, man, hey, thank you, John. Y'all drop John a comment down there in the comments below. Yeah, comment in the comments. Get one for John. Let him know, I don't know, how ugly he is or something. I don't really know what you're going to say about John. Other than that, man, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.